Hey there, everybody. Probably because I've been playing a bunch of Kerbal Space Program recently and being really excited for their 1.0 release. Not to mention watching the recent cluster of SpaceX launches. Now, I've kind of had orbital mechanics on my brain a lot. Now, while I don't go around calculating delta V all the time, although that would be cool in its own right, I did notice something while driving recently that I couldn't help but see as a beautiful example of the physics of orbiting a planet. And I saw it in a car park, of all places. So, here we go. Let's go into orbit. Did you catch that? Let's back up here for a second. So what's going on? In this example, my car is the spaceship. But let's go ahead and I'll throw one up here on the screen as well. The ever trusty Kerbal X. As I drive into the ramp, my car has this forward velocity. And of course, if I just kept going with this velocity, I'd run into the wall in front of me, which is not really what I want to do. So I turn my front wheels, which in turn creates a force that pulls me towards the inside curve of the ramp. So as I go forward, this acceleration bends my velocity towards the inside face of the curb, keeping me from hitting the wall in front of me. Now, if this were not a ramp but a straight wall here, then I would end up running into and hitting that wall instead. But it's not a wall. It's a curve. And so as I curve towards it, it curves away from me. I match my speed with how much my wheels are turned so that I make a nice smooth curve all the way down the ramp. This is effectively the same as orbiting a planet. If I replace the Carpark curve with the face of a planet, the force of my wheels is the force of gravity, and the forward vector as the velocity imparted by the rocket. We have all the same pieces acting here. Our ship has a forward velocity, and as it goes forward, the gravity of the planet pulls the ship towards the planet. But the forward velocity and the force of gravity towards the planet are balanced in such a way that every time the ship starts to dive towards the planet, its forward velocity has carried it forward enough, and the planet is curved away enough that it never actually hits the planet. And so around and around and around it goes. What I really like about this is how this simple metaphor takes something that's familiar and everyday and ends up being able to illustrate and explain some pretty cool physics. And if nothing else, it makes going down ramps a lot more fun since we can pretend we're in space. Thanks for watching.